What's up, boys? So we got to talk. There is, when it comes to like getting in shape as a man, obviously, there's stuff like lifting weights and there's cardio and stuff, but something that doesn't get talked about enough is fucking just fighting, some sort of martial arts. And really over the past, I say 5 months, is whenever I've actually genuinely gotten into boxing. Like, and I've had a punching bag for over a year now. Like I've had one like in my garage over a year now. But it wasn't until a few months, really back in November, is whenever I actually started getting into the sport of boxing. Like I actually like show up if there's somebody at my gym, because my gym has my gym has a punching bag, and like there'll be times where I'll just go up there if there's somebody up there boxing. I'm like, hey, you want to like spar? Like, can you teach me stuff? Like, that kind of thing. And I kind of want to give you guys my point of view as somebody who's been training for a little while. I'm not any fucking professional. I'm still probably at a novice level right now. But what I've actually learned from boxing, and now it can be any martial art for you. It doesn't matter. Point is, as a man, I mean, there's multiple reasons. Obviously, one of the biggest reasons, like the biggest reason why you should learn how to a martial art is to learn how to fight, to be able to defend yourself. See, I mean, like so many guys think, if you just go to the gym, and you just go to the gym and you get big, then like all of a sudden you're gonna be able to like just be in a fight with somebody. Like that's not the case. Just because you put on muscle does not mean you can scrap, bro. You need to learn how to actually use your hands. You can't just go in there and start slap boxing them, bro. That's not how it works in the real world. You got to be able to, if something goes down and you have to use your hands, you got to be able to know how to settle a situation as a man, ultimately. That's like probably the biggest reason why you should learn them. Besides, I mean, obviously there's a bunch of other reasons, but that should probably be your number one reason. Just learn how to fucking fight. Learn how to use your hands. And, like us as guys, like we pretend like we know how to fucking scrap, that we know how to like go throw hands and stuff. I'm guilty of this. I used to act like I could. But then I got to a point where I was like, I got into a fight, and then I realized that I can't do shit, man. Like, I mean, for real. Like, you think you can, but what? Just because you put on fucking muscle does not mean you can fucking do shit. That was really the biggest reason why I got into it, because yeah, I mean, I got big. Like, I'm pretty muscular, but that doesn't mean I can fight. Now, I will tell you that obviously, like, work hand in hand. Like, I lift weights and I also box, so you can work them hand in hand. They kind of help each other out a lot. Now, one of the best reasons, this is one of the biggest benefits that I noticed whenever I first started actually getting into boxing, is you're so much more loose. Like, you're so much more relaxed. Like, I'm not even taking a piss. Yesterday, my friend and I, it was on Sunday. Yesterday, my friend and I, we were boxing each other. Like, we were sparring, and like, he was hitting me in the damn face a lot. And we were just like sparring and shit, like, and you're forced to, like, your mind can't just go in other places. Like, you got to be in this moment. So, like, because whenever you're being punched in the fucking face, like, your mind doesn't get to just sit in there. You have to actually be in this moment. It helps you be much more present. Like, you guys, we always talk about like meditation and stuff. And, obviously I love meditation. I meditate all the time. But one of the best ways to actually get in this present moment is, bro, just go in a fucking fight, bro. I promise you. If you go spar with somebody, if you go wrestle with them, and whatever you do, if you go and just go fight with somebody else, you're forced to be in this moment, or else you're gonna get clobbered, bro. It's wonderful that, like, the feeling afterwards, because the reason why I'm saying this story is that afterwards, like, we ended up having to go to like something for work. It's like some little get together party thing, and I'm just so much more relaxed. I'm like laid back. Like, I just feel like the man. Like, you're not overthinking, because your brain's forced to actually get out of it. You're forced to get out of your head, and so you don't have time to sit here and think about, oh well, I don't know if I look good in this outfit, or I don't know if so and so's gonna think. You don't fucking care. Like, you walk around with this idea, like with this, because you're thrown in such an intense situation, which is fighting, and afterwards everything else is just chill, bro. It's great. So if you're ever like, if you ever have like a speech or something to give, or if you got to go to like a get together, bro, go in a fight. Go in like in a controlled fight, hopefully, because man, you you're good. You're gonna be calm as shit, bro. Now, I will say another thing is that if you're actually training with other people, like maybe you're training with friends, maybe you're training with people you don't know, you're gonna be forming like some brotherhood, bro. Like there's something like the friends who I've been sparring with, I've only gotten closer with them ever since we started sparring. And the people who I didn't know before, like it's just a great way, like, you know, I know it sounds like kind of crazy. I mean, you're punching the shit out of somebody, they punch the shit out of you. But whenever you are like, you're basically testing each other's limitations, like you're basically like letting them punch you, giving them permission to punch you. Like it's this sort of brotherhood that you form. Like I can't really describe. You have to like be in a fight with somebody to kind of understand what I'm getting to. And not only will you form a better connection with other people, but you're going to form a better connection with yourself ultimately. Because, I mean, I like to think of it as you don't really know yourself. Like, I think Tyler Durden said this, that you don't really know yourself until you've been in a fight. Like, you don't know what kind of person are you? Like, you think you're like this big, tough guy, but whenever you're pushed in a corner and someone's putting pressure on you, like, what are you going to do? You start to learn more about the kind of person that you are, like internally, what kind of person you are. Because when you're in a fight, bro, that's like you're being pushed up against a wall. So like, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna go back fight back? Are you gonna sit back and just like get hit on the barrage? You gonna block? Like, what are you gonna do? You start to learn more about yourself, and you start to see, and especially whenever you actually start to get better, you start to feel really good because you're like, it's almost like you're actively changing the way you are. Like, I'll be honest, guys, I used to be like, and I mean, I still have a habit of it, obviously. I used to be somebody who would like, if someone's putting pressure on me, then I would just like back up. I would just like get right here, and then all of a sudden I'm getting a bunch of gut punches from that. But then I learned how to put more pressure on, and so I started to become a little more offensive. And it just whenever you see that kind of improvement, like it's almost like not only an improvement in the way you're fighting, but improving in the way that you approach life. Like, are you gonna be sit back? You're gonna be like hiding away and stuff, or are you gonna go at it? So really, like I said, you don't need to get into boxing. This is the stuff that I've experienced personally from boxing. You could get into wrestling, jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai. Like, I plan on getting into other sort of martial arts, but right now obviously it's boxing. And I'm telling you guys, like, once you get into it and you make a consistent habit of it, bro, you are going to be so happy. You're going to be so happy. You're going to notice all these benefits, and it goes way beyond just you learning how to fight, but also you learning how to be a man, essentially. Anyways, that's all I have for you boys.